Hello. All right. So we're gonna do another reading. Decided to split it up so that things would be like clear and everything. I mean, I feel like if I get my hair done, like I really do need to go and get it like done. I don't like the way the camera does anything because like I'll do it more often. Like when I have my highlights in, let me just tell you, I'll be all like, ooh, kind of thing. But yeah, it's a like why is this one going? I didn't used to go back so far. It looks like it goes back really far, and this one's like filling in. I don't know. Anywho's, okay, so how are you? Alrighty. Like when I get my hair did, I will probably do my hair more often. Like I be getting ready for the day, and then this is what ends up happening to my hair anyways. Because I'm like, yeah. And I just feel like it's because it's so lifeless. It's just so meh, anymore. And I'm like, I need to like start doing it more and all that kind of jazz. And I'm like, I probably will when I feel like right now it's so lifeless. It's got no real shape. It's got no real any pizzazz, and it just goes meh. And so I'm like, why? It just goes meh. So anywho, I will be doing I gotta do something to my hair. So I've like, like start doing it. Because y'all remember I used to always have my hair done and everything. I would be looking good. Anymore, I'm like, nah, not worth it. So I've been doing good. How have you? I've been doing good. That was a good little break. I needed that to kind of like clear out the energy. I have no fucking clue what we're gonna do. Doesn't feel like this is gonna be as long of a reading. So I'm like, what is the point of this? Like my human is going, oh, I need to do this, that, and the other, all kinds of stuff. And like, but I'm not. I don't know. Like I'm in a position where I feel like my human's like, oh, we should be doing these other things instead of this. 10, 10, 10, 10, guys. Okay. That's a number. All right. And 1, 1 up there. So here we go. Let's do this. And it hasn't ding dinged yet on my phone. So give me just a second. Hasn't ding dinged yet. All right, so let's see. Can I just say that there's a big delay between the two? I'm just saying. I don't know where we're going. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so I went on a tangent about revamping myself, getting back in the groove of something. Yeah. And then feeling like I'm not really sure where we're going with this, why we got to come on or anything else like that. Because that was my human feeling like it needs to be doing other things other than this right now. Like when I just start rambling when I first get on, a lot of times it plays into factors. So we're just going to set that aside, feeling like your human feeling like I should be doing something else. And it's not. It's following the instinct, the guidance. And you're like, okay. And then I'm over here like, ooh, if something about I don't feel inspired to like get like to do my hair and to get all made up because of the way my hair is right now. And I'm like, ooh, but if I got my highlights in, then I would be kind of thing. Does that make sense? I want to see that baby. I'm his great aunt or whatever. I know you don't have a sibling, so I'm just saying. But technically, if I'm your aunt, I'm his great aunt, and I'm just saying. I want to see this. Do you know how much I would snuggle? Oh my god! And he reminds me of Micah and Tobias, but specifically Micah, especially his cute little coloring and everything else like that. Like the color of his skin is so pretty, and it's like I'm like, oh my god, and his little chubby cheeks. Oh my gosh. He just reminds me of how Micah was when he was little, right? And I used to have like the baby carrier, and we would go for walks. Let me tell you what. And I would put him in it, but I'd let him face out, and he was just all like, oh, like it was the bomb. That's what I could like. Me and him would be like, I'd be like, we're going shopping. We're going shopping. Peace out, Mom. And we would just go. And he would be along for the ride. Let me just tell you. Like, it gets me, like, I'm not aiming to have any more kids, okay, guys? But I can satiate those moments where I'm like, you know what I mean, through other people's children. If only she wasn't continents away, that'd be great. Because I'd be like, baby. That's what I would be. Like, I am that kind of a person. I get a little ridiculous. I pinch your little chubby thighs, and I play with the feet. Oh, like a stinky toes, all that kind of stuff. I am the over animated person with babies. I'm like, anyways. All right, where are we starting? I fully expect if I get to meet Orion when he's finally walking and I walk into the room and I say something, I'm going to anticipate this little baby running around a corner to find the voice he's always known and to be like, oh, she's real. I'm projecting that into the future. Okay. Although he might be like, why is this woman right in front of me? Why is she not on the screen, Mom? He might be a little afraid. Who knows? Oh, okay, thank you. Something's speaking to me. I'm like, I'm just talking until some shit comes through. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just talking. I'm future casting, y'all, okay? Speaking things into existence. Manishka! Wait, what? Ooh, I love those. Yay! Christmas photos! Terry, the lecture? You don't like the lecture? You don't like the lecture? It's like future casting is almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, like when you prophesy something and you live into it. Future casting is almost like casting onto the future of what it is that you want. Anyways. So I hope that makes sense. Sounds good, Kelsey. Loving that for you. Christmas is the favorite time of the year for me. Okay. Me too. Every morning, my little one, the 7-year-old, Mom, I'm so excited. Like anytime he gets any level of energy or, you know, like he calls a lot of things excitement. So we have to he's still learning to articulate what emotions are and what he's feeling. So I always ask him, is it this or is it this, you know, to help him come up with other words to know and own what he's feeling in any moment. But he really, like, anytime he gets inspired or like, ooh, you know, that kind of thing, it's always excitement. Even if he's not like his heart top, he's thinking about it and like, oh, I can't wait. So like we try to talk like anticipation and like all those kinds of things so that he knows what it is. But they want me to shuffle some more. All righty. So we got this. All right. Hope everybody's doing good. We're gonna call in Spirit that this is going to be a different read. Okay. I don't know where it is. They just said to cleanse with my bell. And I'm like, oh. That's maybe their way of saying, where's your bell been? Because you ain't used it. You know what I mean? And let me know that I don't know where my bell is. Thanks, Spirit. Alrighty. Well, I will be on that because I used to have it on my desk. I have a bell. And I cleanse the energy with sound, you know, like with my bell. So I'm going to use this really quick. Say what you want about MLMs, but can I just say, I I really like this stuff. Like there's some things with Young Living that I like, but I really like a lot of stuff with doTERRA. And it's like, even though it's a little whatever, the way that they structure things, they've got stuff that I really like. So I can't help it. I also like Plant Therapy. They're much cheaper. So there you go. Anywho's, that is very clear. Like that just does something. That like resets me. But now they've made it abundantly clear that I don't know where my bell is. And so obviously somebody's going to go looking for their bell today. And in the process, my ADHD ass is going to decide to clean because it's going to take me places and I'm going to be, oh, I need to do this and I do this. So they've already planned out my day for me. Thank you, Spirit. Appreciate that. Like it's a whole thing trying to find the thing I'm looking for. All right, here we go. Let's see what the message is now. Woo! Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's work is going to get rewarded. There's a high focus. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Can I just say, and then Judgment card. A favorable assessment of facts, moving in a new direction. This is out of place. Five of Cups. Now, they're bringing me to the first sentence. Things not turning out the way you'd hoped. And it's almost the feeling like the idea that something hasn't panned out because something else is meant to. Like something hasn't... Like maybe you thought something was going to work out sooner. Maybe you thought you were going to go in a particular direction and it hasn't taken the path you thought it would. Ooh. Ooh. And then we have 10 of Wands, too much work. Causing life to be out of balance. I feel like these go together. I didn't realize it had flipped up in there. So we have the 10 of Wands with the 5 of Cups. Like, it's not going exactly like you thought. In fact, life is a little bit out of balance. Like, if you feel like you're having to put too much work into something, or you're having to do too much to make something happen. But over here, we have a level of focus and skilled work being rewarded. All right, let's find out what this is all about. Clarify the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Cups, please. So it's funny, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and I feel like this is describing whoever I'm reading for. Somebody who's very integral and tries to do things the right way, right? So they put their all in something. And it's describing the 10 of Wands with the 5 of Cups, because it literally says buckling down and getting things done, honoring commitments. And I'm like, I feel a little bit like somebody's overcommitted themselves. And it's like trying to be the best and do the best. Like if I have to do this, I'm going to show up 110%. If I have to do this, I'm going to show up 100. And it's like having like overcommitting oneself. You don't half-ass anything. And so like you're putting a lot of energy and investment into whatever it is that you're doing, but it feels like it's more work than you should have to do because you've taken on more work than you should have to. And it's creating a bit of stress in your life. So like it feels like life's a little bit out of balance. Okay. What about over here? We obviously have a new direction, a promising venture, and it does say important documents or contracts that will bring in the inflow of abundance. And basically, it's a level of like somehow your plans are going to get like whatever you're doing right now is about to change. Because we have plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye. It's like balancing things out, right? Seven of Swords is he goes into the army's camp to try and like balance the playing field out so that he is just as much likely to be successful as anybody else, right? Trying to even the playing field, trying to be able to kind of like, survive and that type of thing, right? So it's like, and to suss things out. You go into the army's camp to see what would it take? What would it require? Who has the upper hand? Who doesn't? Like what do I got to do to even the playing field to really be able to hang toe to toe with this? It is finding there's a level of preparation in that. And so it's kind of like, and then this is a bit like we got the King of Air. And this is balancing both mental and emotional considerations. Yes, you want to show up and honor commitments and this, that, and the other, but at what expense is the question. To what end? And you're honorable, kind, loyal, dedicated. And with the Five of Cups, sometimes you don't see the way out quite right? Like you don't know how to get out of this. You see the Three Cups and things not going quite right, but you haven't yet noticed the Two Cups behind you, like a way to change that. The things aren't all doom and gloom. There's a way to balance some things out. Okay. I'm going to pull a different deck and we're going to ask about the Eight of Pentacles really quick. Like, I feel like there's a change to your approach that needs to happen. And a change to what you do. And given that we have the Eight of Pentacles, which sometimes says, like going back to school, learning all there is to know about something, like there's like there may be a change in trajectory of how you're going to do something or what you're going to do. Okay, so we want to clarify these three cards right here. We want to know about the Ace of Pentacles, which is between these, it was like the center card. So it is, of the first three cards, it was the center card, right? Which is the inflow of abundance and a promising business venture, important documents or contracts that's going to take you in a new direction. And there's a favorable, it looks very favorable. And it absolutely has something to do with work and skill. And this just feels like trying to do too much. Sometimes you take on too much, and because everything that you take on, you want to do it all at 100%, so you get nowhere with nothing, right? It's like a whole lot of activity and not a lot of productivity, not a lot of, gain out of it, as opposed to narrowing something down like the Eight of Pentacles, putting everything behind that one thing. They're like giving me like, you want to do this. So you try to put as much as you can into it. But it's not reproducing, or it's not producing something reproducing, and so you then you put another thing on your plate. You're like, okay, I'm going to help this person. And then I'm going to do this for this. And then I'm going to try my hand at this so I can increase my whatever. And whatever it is, it runs you thin. And you shouldn't be taking this up for this person, and you shouldn't be taking on that task for this, and you shouldn't be trying to start something over here when this, it's like there's something about narrowing things down. Where are we going to go? Okay, Secret Tarot. Tell me all about the Eight of Pentacles. I think somebody's about to. there might be a lot of balls being juggled in the air right now, and you're about to drop the ball on all those things and put all your energy behind one thing, is what it feels like to me. Because whatever you're doing, you're trying to do too much. And this could even be just in life. It doesn't have to be like a bunch of different career things. It's just like, I'm trying so hard to be a great mother, and then also a great provider, and then also help my friends over here, and also take care of this family member, and then also, hold down a 40-hour, like, you can't fucking do it. And it's creating a level of stress. It's too much, but you don't know exactly how to get out of that, because you believe in being good to your word. So it's one of those things where it's like, well, I'm not going to half-ass something. And you want to be dependable to people. So you don't want to give up. You don't want to say, no, I can't do this anymore. Or no, I can't. You know what I mean? And the thing about the King of Air is he's very impartial. It even says it up here. Like, you need to be a little more impartial about things. You need to be more... like, don't take it personally, and don't get emotionally involved, and don't see something as like a negative if you have to revise certain plans. You have to go, you know what, I can't really do this because of X, Y, and Z. Or, you know what, I'd like to do this for you as a parent, but I can't because of X, Y. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Like, you need to not take it on personally, and just really look at it as, you just, be very impartial to how you revise things, is what I want to say. Don't be emotionally attached to something. Don't take it on personally. Like, oh, this is going to mean that I'm this. I don't know. There's something about that. Okay. Give me, what is the Ace of Pentacles? Let's start there. We're staying within the Pentacle theme. We got the Three of Pentacles, which is about, this is about contracts. I always tell people it's like being commissioned. It's like being someone, it's a very skilled work that they do, right? They're building something, creating something for the world to see. They're commissioned by somebody hires them on. There's this work element, and like, they're creating something with this. So somebody may ask for your help in creating something, or in, like, you may be employed with something somewhere. I need to get a little more on that one, though, because that's kind of like, it is something new. You will be creating something, Magician, that brings balance. Like, you're going to be creating balance in your life with this new opportunity. And for whatever it is, like, whatever you've been doing, you feel like you've not been getting out of it what you put in. And that might be life in and of itself, but you're going to get back exactly what it is that you've put in. Things will be balanced. This is all about balance. It's a new start to create the balance in your life that you've been wanting. Whatever this is, whatever the Ace of Pentacles is. Is this like, when I tell you balance, whatever you put out, you're getting back. It's putting things back in. It's making things right. What specifically is the Ace of Earth, though? The Ace of Pentacles. Why did you choose the Three of Pentacles to do that? I want to see how that explains the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to put those back. It's just the Queen of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles, just so that you're aware. It's like having the capacity, but like, and being able to do it, managing it. This is the person that manages it all. I told you, you're taking on too much. You're doing too much. Too much is on your shoulders, and it's making things too difficult. She can fucking do it all. She absolutely can, but is getting nowhere and nothing as a result of it. So why is she putting in all this effort? And this could just, again, it doesn't have to be just like taking on a bunch of projects at work. It could be life in of itself. Like, why am I stressing myself the fuck out when I am not being, things aren't being reciprocal right now. They're just not. They're not being reciprocal for as much as that somebody is putting into something. And just because you can manage to do it doesn't mean that you should. So what, explain to me why you use the Three of Pentacles. That actually feels like a little bit more, I've got questions. I mean, honestly, we're going from the Ten of Wands, which is like doing it all on your own and needing help, to the Three of Pentacles, where it's like there is the idea of working with others, right? And there's some level of needing to, like, because the King of Wands is exceptionally focused, which is the Eight of Pentacles, right? The King of Wands has the drive, follow through, the know-how, the passion, the commitment to things, and sometimes negatively aspected. He will like through shit that you should be like, whoa, maybe you shouldn't be putting everything into this, like, because we have here the Six of Swords, which is some level of transition and moving into like an easier time in life, and the Four of Swords, which is like having that reprieve, having the fucking break that you deserve, right? But so in essence, it's like sharing the load in some capacity. But I don't understand how that comes into play with the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, for crying out loud. Can I just say, I'm doing this and I just heard my son belt out something upstairs because he's singing to he's probably got something in his ears and he's singing to it. Like, it's out of nowhere. Oh, did you say, yeah, because you sent something over on this private chat. Okay. I don't know why the Three of Pentacles irritates me and it feels like it's out of place. I don't know if somebody, this is the energy of, like, if I can't manage it or do it all, then I'm not seen as capable or something like that. Because there's like a bulking at whatever this is. I don't understand. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. The fuck? Three of Swords. Like, do you not want to let go of all of this responsibility? Like, what is it? Yes, I am getting very confused right now. I'm going to pick a different deck. Hermetic Tarot. I don't know why, but I keep feeling like somebody being picked up by somebody else. Like you've been trying to make shit happen in your life and you've been doing it all on your own. And this is sharing the load in some work capacity to build something. This is working with others. It's always about working with others. And something about working with others for somebody who's been trying to manage it all, because he, whoever was the Queen of Pentacles, because they can do it all doesn't mean you should do it all. Does that irritate you? That the type of success you wanted when it was just you get when you work with other people? Does that irritate you? I'm just going to say it. I think it is. I think it's you and 2 other people. We've got possibly an earth sign and possibly a water sign. We have the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. And with the 3 of Pentacles, it's usually multiple people, at least 3 people, right? In like it's a trifecta. And shit, this could even be, I feel like, here's a funny thing. I even feel like maybe this is something, one of the many areas that you have like your hand in. And they're like, if you would just put all your focus there and not try to do all these other things, then this would pop off. And somebody, I feel like, here's the 7 of Cups, they're confused. It's as if, because the Chariot is all about, that's how you succeed. That's how you have the victory. And somebody's like, why do I have to have that in order to be, and why is that the one that's victorious versus these other things? Well, for one, things haven't been quite going how you wanted them to do, 5 of Cups. And it's not exactly going the way you thought it would. Now, is it? And it's like the idea of you need to change because the plans needing to be revised, right? Plans that need revision. Like the idea of, and I said, don't take it personally. So like the idea of where your success is going to come from. I feel like somebody's eye wants to twitch because mine's twitching now. 7 of Cups and Chariot. Why is that the way forward? Why is that what gives momentum and pushes things through? Why is that the thing that secures the victory? And I feel like it's you and 2 other energies. Because this doesn't feel like you. These feel like other people. It really doesn't feel like you. Like I can try. I can do the whole like, oh, being able to do it all, manage it all. Like that, you know what I mean? Make something a reality. And it's like, and it's funny because it is so funny because these are called Chariot. The kings in this deck, Hermetic Tarot, are the Chariot of this. And this is Chariot of Waters and Chariot of Earth. And what 2 elements? There's usually 2 sphinxes, 2 horses, 2 somethings that pull the chariot. And what do I always say? When all of that's in alignment, when those 2 things move forward, like they're the thing that dictate the success or not, right? When the sphinxes are trying to go in opposite directions and they're not on the same page, things don't pop off. They don't happen, right? When they're on the same page, when they're in alignment, nothing can get in the way. I'm so sorry, but for somebody, your success is rooted in working with these other individuals. And you're like, huh? Okay, how is this going to you might be, okay, give me, I don't understand. That's you. It is so weird. Because I feel like the card that's bringing, there's a lot of masculine energy, which I think has more to do with, because, you know, before you're represented by the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is more like having a capacity, but not really creating the thing in reality in your material world. So you're always stuck at having what it takes, but not taking off in life, right? Which we know a lot of people like that. And it really is about the right opportunity, the right people, the right timing, all that kind of stuff, right? And this one is here is the Emperor, and I feel like this is supposed to represent you. Like, but the Emperor is usually seen as somebody who, two things, is trying to build an empire, and possibly aspected, knows what it takes, and recognizes that being a leader is also about working with others and sometimes following, right? Like being a leader isn't always about being out in the forefront, doing it all on your own. Leadership really is the establishment of how to work with others. But a negatively aspected emperor is like, I do it all on my own and I'm in control. They have control issues. So it's like the Emperor is being represented by you, and the other two are the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. And there's an opportunity coming in exceptionally fast for you. I feel like the Emperor is about to receive something very fast. It's a new project. It's a new endeavor. We have the Knight of Wands, so it's coming towards you very fast, very quickly. And then the Ace of Wands can be like a creative project. And it's almost like you are the missing link to these others as much as they are to you. So the Emperor is about to get some level of a really quick opportunity. Because the wand suits all, it can be, whoa, shit, can't talk all the time. Like projects and within the creative realm. Okay. This is like we got the Five of Wands. We have a lot of wands here and a lot of pentacles, just so that you're aware. Okay. We have the Five of Wands with the Seven of Wands. Five of Wands being, it's called the Lord of Strife. It's like the struggle to make something happen because you've got too many things pulling on your energy, and you're trying to focus on too many different things, and you don't know where to focus in on. And so like nothing really pops off. Too many goals, too many competing goals, competing desires. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which is after the Six of Wands. Seven of Wands is all about choosing what is right for you. It's the boundaries that you seem to lack over here, like the not committing to things that you can't, only committing to the things that you should. It is being impartial and revising plans and not being upset or taking it personally when you have to revise certain plans. And just like, this is like being honest with yourself and being willing to go this new direction because it's not what you had thought, the way you thought that it would work out or that it would go. Maybe it's just a stepping stone. Because the Seven of Wands it's just good personal boundaries. It is knowing your worth, right? And it's almost like positioning yourself to maintain success and balance, because it's on the back end. Like one thing wasn't for you, that's why it created strife. Five of Wands. The other thing is for you, and it honors you. It respects you. It feeds back into you. Okay, so I'm going to put this up, and I'm going to pull some of Lenormand and find out about this, because it seems as though there is something like a very promising work, creative opportunity that's going to come in that would help you to, it's you can just put all your energy behind that and not have to worry. I feel like it's going to balance your life out. Like you don't have to feel spread thin anymore. And it's like, for once, this opportunity is going to be the reward, like you're going to get rewarded for it. It's not going to be a futile thing. You're not going to be spinning your wheels, putting a lot of energy into something and it not pan out. It's going to be the thing that pops off. And it's time to move in a new direction for whoever it is. Whatever this is that comes in, it's going to be something new. It's a new direction. It's working with others. It's not what you have been attempting up to this point, although I don't feel like it's skilled work that's rewarded. So it's something that you're well versed at and that you're good at. So it's just whatever you thought the way something was going to go. Like if you've been trying to start a business or been trying to do something, it's not going to look how you thought it did, basically. It's going to take a new trajectory turn, and that's what brings it success. And you may be a little bullheaded. You may not like the idea of it. You may like the idea, notion of I did it all on my own kind of thing. But there's your change. And that's also about e-commerce and business. This is a profitable job. And I feel like they don't like the word job because that almost makes it sound like something you don't want to do. The ship is about forward movement, moving to newer horizons. It is also about, it's very business oriented. It's about commerce. The house can be something that's more stable, something that's more secure. Something well-rooted, and where you get recognition. This is where you will excel and exceed. You will go places. This is the new start. This is the new start. So why do I feel like it's still connected to the last fucking read that I just did today? Because remember, there was like a hesitation. Oh, I don't think so. I don't like, there was some level of talking yourself out of something. And they're like, it's going to bring in a lot. And this might be the reason you might talk yourself out of something. Oh, it's going to get, this is the ticket to something taking off. All right, here we go. We got the gift and we got the mature man. Mature man is all about wisdom, but it's also worldliness. It is expansion. It is reaching those far corners in different cultures. That would be taking off. This is the key to something taking off. Okay, weigh on. So we have the despair card coming out, right? Which is like feeling left out. And then we have the thief card. We almost feel like you feel like robbed, like a missed opportunity. Feeling left out, like you've missed the boat, like you've missed, like you're not going to get the shot, right? And they're like, you are, just not the way that you thought. So like it would be the idea of thinking that you're going to start a business all on your own, and really you start a business with other people. That you were never meant to be the sole business owner or something. That this was always meant to be a joint project. Okay, I get it. They're saying if you don't take this opportunity, if you get distracted, because the thief card is all about missing an opportunity. Because here he is gets distracted by something that's not important, right? An element that's not important, this man is. And so this little dude is stealing his stopwatch, his time. Stealing time. And when you lose out on something, when you lose out, like where did the time go? Why didn't that happen? Like to me, stealing the stopwatch is missing an opportunity. And it says it in the Kipper deck, but it specifically does that. It's like almost like paying attention to something that's not important. And as a result, you lose out on something. And that's going to cause despair. So this does follow in with the last one. So sorry. Your decision is exceptionally important in this. Because what's going to happen is it's going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you not having the success that you want. And it's going to delay shit, because the message of concern is all about delays. You're going to be stuck right where you're at for a lot longer. Well, fuck. So, guess somebody needs to get real comfortable real quick with working with other people and quit trying to be this bullheaded person where it's like, it's all on my own and wants to constantly control everything. Here you are. This is you. This is what confuses me. It's like you're a very integral person. You really are. I just don't think you're always so good at determining which commitments are worth your time and investment. And as a result, if we, like, let's say you've got, like the Queen of Pentacles, 5 different areas in your life that you're responsible for. Children, finances and home, family member, and then you've got like your work and like a side project. If you don't choose your work and any side projects appropriately, if you're not real discerning on what you choose, those 2 things can fucking make everything out of balance. It can put you in a position where the person that's usually able to manage it all and has the capacity, the wherewithal, and the ability internally to do that, it can throw everything off. Because if you're not receiving in certain areas, it will inevitably impact the others. But imagine that you get real good at choosing how to do that. It also positively impacts those other areas. So I'm not saying that you've chosen to, like, you've put yourself into this position and chosen several things that are just wrong. It's not like saying, oh, well, you shouldn't be the parent then. Like, you should just get, I ain't saying that. I'm saying somewhere along the line, you've added something to your repertoire of things that you're responsible for that has thrown things out of balance. And somehow, in your bullheadedness to try and do it alone, that is where you falter. That if you would just allow yourself the help and the assistance, or the idea and notion that it's not singular, that you don't do it alone, things would go much better. And it's like, quit taking it so fucking personal. It doesn't necessarily mean something, the king of swords, he's not all like, oh, I'm just so terrible, I can't do it. He makes the appropriate decision. You become the King of Swords because you were first the Queen of Swords, looking at the greater picture, being objective in your decision making and how you view things. And you execute accordingly. He is not going to hesitate in revising plans if it is fucking necessary. And that's what you need to do. I don't know do you feel like you are giving up on yourself if you do this? Like you're not honoring the commitment to yourself? But also, let's just remember the Knight of Pentacles is something that is secure, that is trustworthy, that in and of itself is honorable. It's an integral option. Like, this is a good, solid option. And so maybe the King of Swords needs to revise their plans, because this is much better of an option than what you were doing, which kept you in the Ten of Wands, being overburdened and stressed, and in the Five of Cups, things not happening, not moving along, not having that success. So maybe you just need to recognize this for what it is and be okay with the revision of plans. There might be a trajectory change. There might be a change in how something happens or comes about. Really quick, I'm going to actually pull something on. They're bringing me back to the ship and the home. And this may also be for somebody, I don't know why. What if you're meant to move so that you can have more support near you? Just bring that up, right? Moving home. Because then this can also be about, it would make not only your health better, but you'd be more secure and stable. You might have family around. It'd be better for the family. You would get more recognition. You would be able to elevate and get your wish and have a brand new beginning. Like, I mean, like maybe, sorry, I don't know what I was doing with that one, but like, what is the ship and the house? You may like, yeah, it's just a new area of focus. You're going in a new trajectory. Gift card came out again. I liken the mature woman to the Queen of Pentacles. It's like the gift to the Queen of Pentacles that has the capacity to do it all and isn't able to make it happen in their life right now. Yeah, I'm just going to say, I feel like your success hinges on the support and the work with other people, the involvement of other energies, and whether you like it or not. Well, there's that fucking message. So there you be. I'm telling you, it could also be like whatever is held within this message is going to be a wish fulfillment, and we've got great fortune. So it's coming full circle. Like what you want is just taking a different path. So, all right, well, I tried. But this does bring a little bit of clarity. They did want to make this point also, and so I get it. I get why they brought it up. So there you go. What you want requires others to be involved. Your success hinges, it seems as though, with others. You're not going to do this alone. And that doesn't mean you're not going to be like a business owner. Like I don't know how someone might be interpreting this, but it's like you're just not doing it alone. So, all righty then. All right. I hope everybody has a fantastic, wonderful day, because that was that. And I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Okay. You're welcome, Cappy. I hope everybody has a fantastic, wonderful day, and I will see you guys later this week.